This is great. This is great.
I love seeing the joy in both of them, sharing.
I love seeing the joy from the audience, too.
Welcome back to another Saturday Sadhana. Namaste, friends.
Namaste.
We are going to hear once again Kaushiki Chakraborty. Did I say that right?
I think so.
We've been practicing.
Yes.
Shout out to Dinkar, who we ask for how to pronounce things in advance. He says it perfectly. We don't always give what he gives us justice.
we try, though. We try our best.
So we saw her once a while ago. It's been quite a bit, actually. And she's joined by Sandeep Narayan. And I got some notes here. So Oru Murai, Nazar uses phrases in Tamil as well as Hindi. It is performed by Sandeep, who is a Carnatic vocalist, and Kaushiki is a Hindustani vocalist. It's not a classical song as such, but it can be classified as a devotional song. It's by Sound of Isha, which belongs to the Isha Foundation. The lyrics of the song convey a devotee's experience of Sadhguru, expression of a longing that was answered, search of a self that stopped after meeting him, and so on. The singers improvise in a later part with gamaka, taans, and sargams.
So Sadhguru is, so I know that as a person. I've seen him. He's a spiritual teacher. I've seen him.
Yes, and it's my understanding that the Isha Foundation is designed to honor that person. The spiritual. Okay, so he. Yes.
All right.
So the song is written for that and created for that purpose. But it's cool to hear. We're going to hear the Carnatic and Hindustani styles overlap in this one. So I'm particularly excited.
I always enjoy that. Yeah.
For that.
Yes, before we get started, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, ring the bell so you always know what is happening with our channel.
All right, here we go. Lots of instruments here. Well, probably Carnatic and Hindustani instruments as well.
In the key of F.
Sandeep. I'm going to do just a little, back up a few seconds.
Great start.
So it is Monday morning for us. We're recording this early this week.
We always move a little slower on Monday mornings, as you might expect.
Great way to start our Monday morning, your Saturday.
Yes, eases us right in.
Whew. So it's really interesting to hear these two just very different singers tonally, not just because male female, but there's frequencies highlighted within each of us as speakers, as singers. And to hear these two kind of like this call and answer structurally, the way it's set up so far, is cool because I feel like it's a conversation, not necessarily with each other, but there's this, it almost feels like these two worlds apart coming together for the same purpose. Does that make sense? It feels like,
what a nice concept, you know?
yeah, well, yeah, kind of
Yes,
reflects our
I
channel,
like
but that is what it feels like to me. There's this
It does.
beauty coming together from two different worlds almost, and I think it maybe has something to do with their choices being different styles of singers, but it's the tones as well is what I'm getting from this.
Yeah, for sure. I think musically too, just what's happening. So, like I said, it's in the key of F. I'll just show you real quick, just to have some sort of context here. So it's in the key of F, and usually with the drone, that's kind of all you hear instrumentally is revolving around that one note. But this one's different in the sense that
Dun,
it's using
yeah.
different. So
So
it's using different parts of the scale. So in this case, it's the ninth, or the ninth tone. So say we're in, for simplistic sake,
right.
a major scale. So that's the ninth, okay, and then it resolves to the octave. So that's kind of different for us in general.
What I
and the
really-
notes that they're
I say what I really like about that though is it still keeps it a sense of mystery open because it by using the ninth, which is the second of the one, sa re,
Yeah.
right? Sa, is it re after sa? The
yes,
it keeps it open in terms of it being okay. This is a major scale. This is a minor scale.
it's
There's-
undefined. Yeah,
yes,
so it's not,
yes.
because it's when you start adding the third, that's whether it's a major third or a minor third, that really
Kind
sort
of
of
locks in a little bit. Yeah.
gives it its shape and an emotional tone. But yeah, there it still is ambiguous enough
Mm-hmm.
that you can, it's open for interpretation. But the melody that they're choosing to sing, that sort of major seventh, okay,
Yep.
just it does, I don't know, it sets a tone in a very sort of undefined way, but it's, I don't know, it just has a sort of a peaceful energy to it.
Definitely
so far.
spiritual. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, the argument, of course, is all Indian classical music derives from spiritual intent, of course. But
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems to be more stand
Highlighted.
out here, highlighted. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oru Murai unnai kandeen, ennai naane kande kondeen. Oru Murai unnai kandeen, ennai naane kande kondeen.
Loving that. Is that it? Well, if you can let us know in the comments specifically what instrument is that called. I mean, shakuhachi comes to mind for me, but
Yeah, I'm not
but
sure.
that's not that. Plus that's a side versus forward, but it has qualities that remind me of a shakuhachi.
Mm.
Maybe it's just a bamboo flute.
Either way, I like it. Love that. There's that seventh.
Oh my.
remember it.
Such a gentle quality about her. What she's doing with the means in them of itself is amazing. Where how she's just connecting. She's like pitch perfect, right? With what she's aiming to go for, and all the means, as we've learned, is very intentional. It's obviously not her trying to find the note. It is literally part of the melody. It's what makes it so beautiful.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But she's also putting in these little moments, these little crescendos. She's adding air pressure, letting the dynamics kind of breathe, giving another layer of life to the movement of the notes themselves. I just find it incredibly captivating. I mean, it's just, she's such a gentle, in this piece right now, and its nature of her tone as well. It's one of my favorites. Not that we usually don't try to call out our biases, but she's one of mine. Because of the tone. It's more than just, wow, that's impressive. There's a quality in the nature of her voice and her skill sets that's just so inviting as she sings. I just think it's wonderful.
It's so delicate, yeah. Absolutely love her voice. Love both of their voices. And I want to point out the flautist as well. We haven't heard much of that type of instrument, like especially in a solo form. And it's interesting because flutes in general are known for sort of more distinctive pitches, right?
Right.
And one of the things that we love about indie music is a lot of the instruments are sort of, at least in classical,
they break the rules.
They don't have frets or like, piano isn't often used, which opens up a lot of those, like you said, the means, the shrutis. You can do a lot more with the pitches as far as the bends.
Exactly.
So flutes aren't often used because they are more defined pitches, but the way he's playing it, you can bend the notes a little bit, and it was very alive.
Yes.
So it's a combination of him probably utilizing the bends, but also just the way that he navigated around the notes still had that sense of that flow that a voice does or a violin does.
Absolutely. So it is labeled as flute, Paranath flute. As you pointed out, we've got the root and the ninth being kind of mixed in, but it's a guitar.
Seven,
which is
right
as an instrument. Yeah,
and that's going the whole time. Yeah, and it still has the drone effect, but it's
exactly
a little bit different.
So that combination with the flute, with the violin, it's a cool atmosphere being created. I think that lends itself to the idea of these two styles coming together. It makes it special.
Mm-hmm. I'll hear different chords too as well. Okay. So it broke out of the F chord. Four chord.
பார்த்த பின்பும் உறவு விளங்கவில்லையே தேடி தேடி என்னை பார்த்த பின்பும் உறவு விளங்கவில்லையே நாடி நாடி அந்த நாட்டம் கொண்ட என் கண்கள் ஊரங்கவில்லையே காட்சி தந்து என்னை ஆட்சி கொள்
ஒரு முறை உன்னை கண்டேன் என்னை நானே கண்டு கொண்டேன் ஒரு முறை உன்னை கண்டேன் என்னை நானே கண்டு கொண்டேன்
Interesting. I kind of missing out on why the
The
excitement.
significance of the
Yes,
right.
was it? Did she start and did they transition into a different
Like a well-known
piece?
song?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
something overlap there. If you guys can let us know there.
Real quick, just
Yeah.
want to point out musically, they did change chords. So it went outside of the drone. It went to a 5 chords.
Everything kind of
Four
lifted
chord.
there.
Yeah. So which is always interesting to hear with a raga melody over top of it. But it is interesting to note that when you start doing that, then it does start to inform a scale. So when you just take it out of a single drone, it starts to box you in as far as what you do. So now it becomes, because you're adding the 5th and the 4th. So now you basically have a major tonality with the scale. Still, having said that, it's still a major scale that I've never heard before, just the way they use it.
Exactly.
So it's still very fascinating to me. But
But
yeah,
the
it is interesting what the
suspense-
chords do.
The
Yeah.
suspense of several minutes before arriving to that was fantastic. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
That flautist is crazy. Here we go. Wow, look at that audience. What a sound. He has a powerful presence to his tone. Whenever I hear those moments, it always reminds me. It's like a flashback to from some Joshi, because that was our introduction to the like just like that guttural full. I butchering that, of course.
What's it called again? Yeah,
it's the. I just
I can't
remember
remember what that style is called. Yeah.
Well, it was Hindustani, but the full body connection,
Very
and
guttural.
the breath, very guttural. To execute that, the breath control, and still maintain the pitch, it's always even though he's a Carnatic singer, of course, I'm just reminded of him, and it always brings a smile.
Yeah, no, it definitely brings out something primal too. I mean, that's
Very primal, yes.
the wonderful thing about this music. It's so it goes past the conscious mind. It pulls into something, and we've talked about that so many times. It touches upon something deeper than just the surface level. However you interpret that.
Yeah.
But that's part of it. You know.
Here.
ni sa re ga 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 re ga 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 re ga sa
This. That's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Wow.
re re ga re sa sa ga ga re re ga ga re re ga ga re re ga ga ba ba sa sa ni re re pa ni sa re ga ga re re ga ga ba ba ga ga ba ni
I'm sorry. I need to hear that again.
Wow, this is great.
Oh my-
This is great.
Yeah, I'm feeling like he is right now. Like, what? But he's killing it too. It just, I love seeing the joy in both of them, sharing.
I love seeing the joy from the audience too. That we haven't seen that animated of an audience. I think in our videos yet. It's really cool
True.
to see that back and forth.
Wow. So can we, I'm not asking you to play this back per se, what she's doing, especially when it's, particularly since I know she's stepping outside of what's, we're stuck with in the
Heart
scale.
of it, it's still within the F major scale,
Right.
but what she's doing in between, it's it's pretty intricate.
But I am curious, lowest to highest note in that range, just to get an idea of it there, because I know she just
yeah.
hold on. So
It goes from basically, I think, an E4 to an A5.
yeah.
In a very short amount of time too. It's just
Well, that's the
pretty
significance of it. It's not that the fact that she can produce an A5, which is more than an octave and a half above middle C, the center of the piano, right? So it's a big range. But the way she gets there, there's such a sense of ease. There's no sense of it feeling like she had to navigate around any trouble spots within her voice, meaning very often as singers, there's the illusion of there being a divide between chest voice and head voice, where your vocal folds are thick or thin. So this is my speaking voice, chest voice, the folds being thick. And this is my Mickey Mouse voice, where the folds are very thin. And At no point does she or he sound like Mickey Mouse for a reason. When they go up to those higher notes, they're allowing their folds to thin a little bit, which enables them to vibrate faster. That's what accomplishes that. And for him, he was probably, I don't know where he went exactly, but to have a tone that feels unencumbered by tension or having to move around, like I was saying, any negative behaviors within that very delicate balance within their larynx, just shows the years and years and years of countless hours of skill and training and exploration that they've done to be able to accomplish that in just these 2-second segments. It is just an incredible feat to pull off.
Absolutely. No, when he hits that high A4.
So that's say A4,
for a male,
exactly,
a male voice. That's pretty tough. And just at the moment where you think he's sort of giving it his all, and which it sounds like he is, at least from an emotional standpoint.
Right.
Then he just breaks into that lilting little descending part really quick, and the flexibility is still there. And speaking of Mickey Mouse, I will say, she has a Snow White quality to her voice when she gets up high.
Where are we going with this one?
Yes, no, she doesn't sound like Mickey Mouse. No, the original Snow White, where that voice was so unique and so magical that Walt Disney actually wanted to buy her out so she would never sing again, because she wanted that voice. I mean, that's such an iconic,
identifiable voice. He did it successfully, too.
Yes. So I just want to point that out, because it gets otherworldly when it gets up to that.
Absolutely.
that register. And it just reminds me of that so much.
Such a uniqueness to it. We're going to hear that one more time.
harmonium playing that?
No, it's the flute at the end. Yeah.
That sounded
All
more
right.
like a
Oh,
accordion or
him?
something. Yeah,
On the upper
Sadhguru,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Sadhguru, yeah.
On Instagram, I follow him. He's got like these great, like he break down, like, what are you doing with anger? Like, what did you, like, he's got like these great,
Right.
like, oh, I know him. I know of him.
He's awesome, yeah. No, very, very
I
wise
didn't even
indeed.
make
And
that
also,
connection.
he's just great because, you know, he can be very sort of tranquil, but then he'll ride motorcycles in the next video. He does it all. Which kind
That's
of brings me
awesome.
to what I was going to say about this particular video. You know, by
That's
the
great.
end, that turned into a rock and roll show. That was, you know, two masters just riffing back and forth, and it was more performative than sort of introspective, like the first part was. Which, you know, as a devotional song, you'd usually attribute the more quiet, the more tranquil, you know, to that's what devotion is. But devotion it's having a good time as well, you know, and interaction with
Celebration.
the crowd and celebration and you know, showing off your skills. I mean, it's all one. So it's that was cool to see. That just it's not, you know, what is considered devotional music or spiritual music doesn't have to just be one thing. It's a whole gamut of the human experience, and that was a great example of that.
Fantastic. And now, Sounds of Isha, we are subscribed to you.
Yes.
I'm jumping on that.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was a
lot of fun.
fantastic piece.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the recommendation to connect that with us. That was thoroughly enjoyed. Next week, we're gonna go back to a little bit of a lesson mode. We're gonna break down some of the instruments that we've had lots of questions about, so we can better understand them for an episode as we continue our journey.
Excellent. Wow. Man, it's amazing
I'm
how
pumped.
quickly that time could go by. Yeah, I'm just looking at the time like, wow, how much time went by? And it just seems like a couple minutes.
That was great.
Yeah, so please, before we go, check out our Indian music playlist. We have a growing list of just amazing performances, so check them out.
See you in the next
video. And we'll
video.
see you next time. Bye.